Kids are going back to school on Monday. I cannot believe it. I'm so glad you guys are here with me so that I can show you guys what I've got going on for back to school, because it's a lot. We are in our last week before back to school, and every year pretty much the week after school ends and the week before school goes back, we just stay home and do nothing. That's our thing, and I feel like it puts the kids in a good mindset. Like, it kind of just relaxes them, chills them, gets back to just fixing a curtain. I don't know, back to, like, how do I describe it? Equilibrium. Like after all the camp madness or after all the school madness, it's just nice to like chill at home. I also love like fostering their connection as brothers. I talk a lot about this on Instagram, but I think one of the ways I make that happen as best I can is just give them time together at home to just be and play. So that's what a lot of this week is. Also, I literally just found the snack bag that I was meant to take on vacation 2 weeks ago. I had put it in that corner to take with us to the airport and forgot it. And of course it was one of those times when our flight was 3 hours delayed and we had to buy all the food at the airport because I forgot the snacks. But anyways, that was the summer story, and now we're on back to school. Okay, so let me show you guys everything I've got. As always, I put everything out on the dining room table and try to get my life together. These are the boys' backpacks this year. The grand reveal of the backpacks. These are from the brand State, which is like the cool brand these days for kids' backpacks, but they're expensive. These I got on sale months ago. They never have a sale. Like, they have a sale like twice a year. And my kids love this dinosaur neon brand or colorway. So I just got them and I was like, you guys have to promise you're gonna still like them when school starts. And they said they would, and they did. So thankfully I got their State bags on sale. And then I got some cute Etsy keychains. Speaking of Etsy, for their water bottles, I also got personalized name things for them. For my youngest, his backpack we got from a family friend when he was born, and I cannot believe he's big enough to take it to preschool. My older son also had the same Pottery Barn Kids backpack when he went to preschool. Okay, lunch boxes. We've used the Bentgo ones for years. This is an old one. Multiple kids have used it. It's lasted very well. My older one has the larger size one, the elementary school size one. And again, used it for 2 years already. In great shape. This piece actually comes out in the bigger ones, which I really like. So that is lunch sorted. And then I got all their back to school supplies. Each kid has a 2-gallon bag that we're gonna take with us to meet the Teacher's Day. That's Max's. This is Corey's. And I've also been doing teacher gifts for the elementary school teachers. I just love them so much and appreciate them so much, as I do our preschool teachers. For preschool, actually, I've been helping with the PTA back to school stuff as well. Anyways, I just love our teachers, and I'm so appreciative of them in every possible way. By the way, I always get this ribbon every year from Amazon. It makes wrapping up the teachers' gifts just look cute. Okay, then for shoes, I just shared this hack. I always take out the laces that they come with. These are the gray ones, and substitute them with these elastic ones that have this tie, which makes every shoe a slip-on. So that's a great hack if your kids don't know how to tie their shoes yet. When my kids go back to school, all I want is for them to thrive. I do not want them to be worrying about tying their shoes or tripping on their laces. Like, if I could just take away one less worry, that gives me peace of mind. And then also on Etsy, I got these shoe thingies so that you put them inside the shoe and they know which one's left, which one's right. Again, anything I can do to just make things that much easier, I will do. Also, I always pack them one bag of extra clothes to keep in their cubby or locker. I made this online and laminated it like 2 years ago, and I just reused the same little sign. So that's what we got going on here. And maybe I'll film more of our first day, hopefully. Oh, and I've been stocking up the freezer we have breakfast sandwiches for the adults. Although my middle son will actually also eat those.
I found a daddy monkey.
You found a daddy monkey?
No, a dirty one.
Oh, a dirty monkey. How do you know it's dirty?
Because it was in the family room.
Oh. Zachy is off to preschool and his Oop Shireen is in 2 months.
I want pancakes.
Pancakes, okay, after swimming. We have swimming this morning, so we can't eat before swimming. But wait, I was gonna show them all the sandwiches I made for your lunches. I just batch made a whole bunch of sun butter and jelly sandwiches. I got those ready, and then breakfast sandwiches. Mostly for my husband to take in the morning to have a warm lunch before work, but I eat them too. Oh, and I want to show you guys the sun butter. Where is it? Oh, it's in the fridge. Oh wait, I also loaded up the pantry. I gotta show you guys that too. Okay, this is sun butter. We have a peanut-free preschool, so we use that. And then my oldest son's best friend has a peanut allergy, so I just there's no peanut products that go to school in my life. Oh, the pantry, I did restock, but I did at the beginning of this week where they're all home, so it's empty again. But I tried to at least stock up on all the snack foods and grab a go bars for them. Speaking of which, let me get them for the pool right now. Okay, got the bars. All right, we gotta get out the door and go to the pool, but I'll catch up with more with you guys soon. Smile. Good job. And look at me. Smile. Max. Smile right here. Good. Guys, it's a few days later, and it is the first night of the first school day. The kids are back to school today, but now it's nighttime. So last night I actually went to a Melissa Etheridge concert. What? It was so much fun. I actually went with my friend whose kid is in my son's class, so it was really funny. I was like, I hope the teacher asked them what their mommies did last night. But anyways, it was actually the best ever because instead of sitting at home and worrying about the kids going back to school the next day, I just had an amazing last night of summer. Shout out to my husband for doing bedtime on a back to school night. But no, everything was fine. The kids were super excited for school, but very regulated. They were fine. Sorry, I just lost, oh there it is. No. I lost a memory card stick somewhere in my couch. I just sat on it. YouTuber problems. Anyways, so they went back to school today. They had the best day. My kindergartner, my middle son, he went to kindergarten. His teacher emailed in the middle of the day just to say he was having a great day, and I was so happy. My older son had her, and I remember, of course, she did that for him. I could not forget it because at that time that was my first kid going to elementary school. I was a wreck. I was sending my baby to elementary school. Had no idea what to expect, what was going on. And I remember so vividly getting an email from her. I think it was right when they went to lunch. It was a picture of him, and it was Max having a great day. And I was there's literally nothing. That is the greatest gift you can give to a parent, is for a teacher in a big school to send them a note on the first day and just be everything's okay. So anyways, I was hoping that she would do it for my middle son, that she would, do that, but I had no idea, who knows? Teachers have so much on their plate, and I was definitely not expecting it in any way, but I was hoping. I was oh, I hope I get a little note saying Corey's okay. And I did, and they both had the best day, so I picked them up, and I was okay, how was your day out of 10? And Max was 10 out of 10, and Corey's 10 out of 10. It's so funny. And then Corey, my middle, when he went to kindergarten, he was I had the best hamburger of my life. Because he gets hot lunch at school, and he was so excited about the hamburger, which I was thrilled about because I love not packing lunch. So that was his number one thing about school when I picked him up, was that he had the best lunch ever. That's great. And what else? Oh, he said he was a little sad because I guess one student got picked to be the line leader. Not the line leader, but something equivalent to that. I couldn't figure out exactly what it was. And he was really sad it wasn't him. But he told him, I was like, I'm sure they're going to pick someone different every day and everyone's going to get a chance. So that was just so cute. And yes, everyone had a good day. My littlest had meet the teacher day at school, and it's so funny because like it's just so interesting, the dynamics between the oldest and the youngest. So like for my youngest, like I had less than zero stress about him starting preschool. Well, number one, I feel like he was born at our preschool. Like he's literally spent his life there. We've spent so much time there. We did a Mommy and Me program. He was there for camp. I can't even get into it. We're literally there every day. So I just didn't have one iota of a concern for him starting real preschool in the twos this year. He's actually only going 3 half days a week. But he was the one today who was the most emotional. First of all, he was really sad to see his brothers get on the bus without him. And again, like in my mind, I'm focusing on my child starting kindergarten, going to elementary school the first time. My second grader going into second grade is, a big thing. And like, I'm not thinking about the 2-year-old who's, seeing his brothers get on the bus without him after just being at home in the summer with them. The thought crossed my mind. I'm not saying I didn't think about it, but I'm saying like, it's only so much worry and stress and focus you can give in the 5 minutes the kids are getting on the bus. And then like next thing I know, my 2-year-old youngest is like crying and sobbing that he's not getting on the bus. It's just funny because like of all the things I was thinking about this morning of like worrying about, I didn't think about that. And then he was really sad. We went to his meet the teacher. He was like, you're gonna stay, like you're not dropping me off, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm staying. But even still, he was like emotional. So it's just so interesting because like circling back to what I was starting this whole spiel about, obviously when my oldest started preschool and it was my first kid starting preschool, of course on his first day of the tooth, I was like, oh my God, is he going to be okay? And blah, 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 blah. But then for my youngest, I'm like, it'll be fine. And then he was all emotional. So, yeah, anyways, but no, everyone had a great day. My 2-year-old would be totally fine. He was fine within 2 minutes of getting there. He started playing with the sand. He was very happy. He loves his teacher. He had his teacher in the summer, same classroom, same teacher, mostly the same kids. So I know he's going to be fine. He loved it in the summer. But of course, he was off for a few weeks and it's hard to jump back in. Totally reasonable. But yeah, sending my second son to kindergarten was so much easier than my first because oh my gosh, when it's your first kid going into kindergarten, if any of you are out there sending your first kid to elementary school, and a lot of my friends were actually, so it was interesting talking to them, like being connected with them all day and being like, I get it, because you just don't know anything. You're like, well, should they bring their water bottle and should they put it in the lunch or should they put it in the backpack? And what time do they eat? And can they take their water bottle to recess? Like all that little minutia that you just want to like prep them for and make sure they have what they need. And like the school sends so much information, but that like level of detail that worries parents, there's just never enough information out there. So anyways, but for his second kid, it was just so much easier. And he had his big brother with him to go on the bus with. Like, and I just always, I remember so vividly when my oldest went to kindergarten, I couldn't believe he just like got on the bus by himself. I was like, how does he do that? It's amazing. And then the middle son, I'm like, he's so lucky. He's got his big brother there. Like he doesn't have to ever like, do something all by himself like that. Not that it's still not hard to go to kindergarten, but it's so different than my oldest who like really had to do everything all by himself. And myself having to experience it for the first time versus the second. And now like I know his teacher, I know the school. So anyways, I guess what I was saying was it was a great back to school day. But yeah, just catching up with you guys. What else? Jewish holidays coming up. Now that back to school is done, I will be focusing on that. And we are hosting for Rosh Hashanah. We might be hosting twice, which is fine. I'm very happy to host. The only problem is if we host Rosh Hashanah dinner and then go to synagogue the next day and then we're hosting sort of dinner again and going somewhere else for lunch in between. There's just not so much time to like clean up and reset. That's my only slight concern. But I'll figure it out. But there will be lots of hosting content and all that. I have been putting up a lot of shorts. I also started a TikTok where I'm going to be doing just holiday prep. So my Instagram is like my daily life if you're interested in like every little detail I pop up on there. And I really do check in daily. So if you want like more of a daily like it's not as in-depth as YouTube is, but just like here, there, and everywhere, and pics of the family and what we're up to, that kind of thing. But Instagram, I find it very hard to be niched and focused because I just want to share everything. And that's actually a reason that my page doesn't grow as fast as I know it could if I would just focus on one thing. Like, I know how the algorithm works, and yet I cannot be disciplined about it because I just want to share. But TikTok, I'm like, okay, as soon as I don't like have the same connection there that I do on Instagram to my audience and my community, I feel like I can be more disciplined and just like start out the way I know the algorithm works and just do what I know I'm supposed to do. So anyways, I'll link my TikTok and Instagram if you guys are interested. Back to school, just sharing everything with you guys. What else? Oh, Chatbooks. There's one other thing I wanted to share with you guys. We just got back from our vacation, and for every vacation, I make a Chatbooks, and I have a discount code for you guys. I'm always sharing it on Instagram. Everyone loves it, so I wanted to share it here too. But it's basically the easiest way to make a family album. I literally heart the photos I like, on my phone and drop them into the album. Can we take a minute for the Mickey waffles? So I heart my favorite photos from the trip, drop them in an album, pop them up on the Chatbooks app, and this whole book took me, I'm not kidding, 20 minutes. And I have one for each vacation that we go on. Look how big they're getting. Look at baby Zachy last year. So yes, this is my favorite thing, is when we come home from a trip to just get the pictures into the book for all the memories. And these are really inexpensive, much less than other photo sites. And the other thing I started doing is that they're called month books, but you can do, I think I'm doing 4 per year, so not really month books, but like seasonal books. So this one was spring of this year. I also have winter, and then you like make a little stack of them. It's a nice way to just get the photos out of your phone and print it out. I also, while I'm doing this whole unexpected Chatbooks review, it's just that one just came because we just got back from our vacation. I meant to show it to you guys. I do 2 other things with Chatbooks. One is I do one for every one of my kids' birthday parties. They get a Chatbook of the birthday party, and that way they can see like all their friends of that year and the birthday party that we did. And then I do these mini books if we do a family photo shoot. Again, just a really easy way to get them printed and off your phone. And then, right, like if you're gonna spend the time and money to get family photos, print them. Okay, that's all. We're back to school. I love you. Like and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.